Hey y'all, I'm gonna be reviewing episode 96 of Gegege no Kitarou, and I gotta say, this episode was wow. Again, Toei delivers another masterpiece, and let me just start talking about this episode, going with the most unimportant thing, which is the animation, which, okay, technically animation is important too, but y'all get my drift. But let me just start by saying the animation, gorgeous. From the sequences where you have Mana tearing up, Cat Chick tearing up, with dealing with like the death of Kitarou, all of it popped visually. It looked amazing. Toei flexed their animation muscles. And there were also sequences like when Backbeard was like in pain and you can see him squirming. It was amazing. There's a sequence where Ratman is aiming his gun at Mana. There's a sequence when there's like explosion effects. Everything in this episode looked beautiful. So from a visual standpoint, amazing. From an art standpoint, beautiful. So like this is like some of the best Mana and Cat Chick drawings I've seen in the series by far. And then that's why I say from the visual standpoint, perfection. And now let me talk about the meat and potatoes about this episode. Y'all know what I mean. The story and the characters. Now let me just start out by mentioning the gargantuan amount of character development for all the characters. For one, what I like about this episode from a character standpoint was Ratman, surprisingly. And because it starts out with pretty much, well, it doesn't necessarily start out, but midway, Norihon telling Ratman that they need to get rid of Mana, and he tries to like convince Ratman, telling him that that Mana is the reason why Kitarou became the way he did, and why it led to Kitarou's ruin. And I like moments like that because, for one, it increased the stakes for the sequence in the middle, because in a way it makes sense why Norihon would feel like Mana's a threat because of her Lanian abilities of her ancestors and those abilities that were shown in the Nanashi arc. So all this made sense. So going in, I was like, it was tense because you have Ratman pointing the gun at Mana, and I was like, oh snap. Because for one, Cat Chick was there, but the thing is, Ratman had his finger on the gun. And I like how when there was a gunshot, it didn't immediately pan. And then I like how from a director standpoint, they didn't show what happened until like a few seconds, and then you see Ratman's hands up, and I was like, whoop! And this episode scared the fuck out of me, and I like that. The directorial situations like that really gave this episode a sense of unease. It gave me an unease, and I love it. It made me feel uncomfortable. And at the same time, moments like that, it gave Ratman some character development, because that was a line he didn't want to cross. He didn't want to kill one of Kitarou's friends. And then afterwards, I like how it continued on, where he actually got the gun and aimed at Norihon's head, and I was like, yeah, that was badass, Ratman. Like, oh man, that was all amazing. I was like, woo. And then, well, of course, since he couldn't pin Norihon's head because, like, all of a sudden Backbeard started doing explosions, but still, though, regardless, that was a bad sequence. So that's why I felt this episode did justice for Ratman. And on top of that, it did justice for a lot of the characters too. For example, it did justice for Cat Chick, because midway in this episode, the characters, when she finds out that Kitarou passed away, that scene where she was crying was just sad. But then afterwards, she's like, no, Kitarou can't be dead. And then I like how afterwards, as the episode progresses, when there's an option to help out Kitarou, I like how in this sequence, Ray mentions that there's a way to get Kitarou since he's in the land of unending. But the thing is, you need a yokai to sacrifice her life, and someone has to go in there. And that was another glorious sequence, because you have the others volunteering their lives, but then Cat Chick's saying, no, I have to do it. And I like how they immediately show the flashbacks of like young Kaoi Neko from near the start of season 2, and then she's like, she's willing to do it because Kitarou risked his life to save Cat Chick. Now Cat Chick's gonna do the same, although this time though, This episode sets it up sadly because Ibukimura mentions that the person doing it would have to give up their life, and I was like, dang, and that really made me tear up a bit. But that was a great character for Katchik because it shows you her character go full circle, because now she's going to be the one who wants to give up her life to help out Kitarou, and that was a glorious sequence. And on top of that, they give character development from Mana too. I was like, whoa, they're giving everyone great moments, because with Mana, she had the amazing moments of like instantly agreeing to go to the land of unending, even though that doesn't guarantee they can bring Kitarou back, and even though she's at risk of being there forever herself. And that was also another glorious sequence, and that's why I thought this episode did justice for each and every character. And then Norihoi had his cool moments too, when he betrayed Blackbeard and he tried to poison him. And while I got rid of Blackbeard's allies, you can see Blackbeard kind of come back, but out of control, where he's going to blow up his body, and if he blows it up and he falls on Earth, it could like destroy a lot of life. And I was like, dang. So not only to give characterization, character development for our main cast, they give it to some of the antagonists too. And that was another cool thing I really like about this episode. And that's what I thought from the character standpoint, glorious. From the story standpoint, glorious. I mean, the stakes in this episode have risen to the point where if they can't do anything about the Blackbeard situation, he's pretty much going to blow up and cause a lot of damage to the Earth. So I like that, because now things have officially hit the fan. Then on top of that, I like how in this specific episode, you also have like the situation where you have all the other yokai wanting to sacrifice their lives, but then Katchik wants to do it herself. That's pretty badass too there, because you can see at this point how much everyone just really, really cares about Kitarou, and I like that. So give it a nice sense of like family-like moment too. Especially when you have Agnes and Adeli wanting to, well, volunteering first, and Daddy Eyeball. That was just so cool, because you gotta remember when Agnes first met Kitarou, their relationship wasn't of the finest. Same with Kitarou and Adela, but now you have to the point where everyone respects them, and I really love that. So all in all, great story moments like that. And I even like other sequences of like Rollercloth helping save civilians too, and even pitching in a comedy sequence saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna rescue the females." I was just like, that was a nice comedic respite that didn't feel like a major whiplash. So that's why I felt the story was so balanced. You had action, you had betrayal, you had tearjerkers like when Katchik wants to give up her life to help Kitarou. You had badass moments like when Ramen had the gun towards Sonogyo's head, or when Mana wanted to, or when Mana's going to go to the land of unending to try to get Kitarou back. Like all these sequences, it's just like, yo, such a marvelous masterpiece of an episode. And voice performances from everyone was amazing, especially from Katchik's actress. I was like, dang, she definitely sounded convincing when Katchik was crying out. I was tearing up during the episode. And yeah, that's why I thought this episode was, it was an 11 out of 10 worthy. Just one of the best Gegege no Guitar episodes by far. So anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. Be sure to comment down your thoughts on how I feel about my review or the episode itself in the comment section below. Rate the video, share it everywhere, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later to come back for more, because y'all know I'm definitely going to be there to react and review in the next episode. Alright, y'all, thank you so much for watching. Have a great and safe day. Bye-bye.